If you are holding Pi Network tokens right now, you need to pause whatever you're doing and listen very closely. The charts are bleeding. Social media is flooded with fear, and a massive wave of token deposits is hitting exchanges, pushing the price straight toward a dangerous, critical support floor. The crowd is panicking, screaming that the project is collapsing. But if you look past the loud headlines and analyze the deep on-chain metrics, you will realize something completely different is happening beneath the surface. We are standing at a historic crossroads for this ecosystem, and while the weak hands are fleeing in fear, the smart money is quietly observing what might just be the most calculated strategic realignment in modern Web3 history. The real question we must answer today isn't whether Pi Network is crashing, but whether the core team is quietly laying the groundwork for an absolute blockchain masterclass. Now guys, let's strip away the surface-level noise and look directly at the raw, cold data. According to recent on-chain market intelligence from Santiment, retail social dominance for Pi recently experienced a sharp decline, sliding from 0.0022% down to just 0.007%. What this tells us is that short-term speculators are actively pulling their attention away from Pi to chase highly volatile, fast-moving trends in artificial intelligence and tokenized real-world assets. At the exact same time, data from PiScan reveals that over 1.34 million Pi tokens were newly deposited onto centralized exchanges like OKX within a single 48-hour window. This aggressive influx of selling pressure did exactly what you would expect. It dragged the price down past its 50, 100, and 200 period exponential moving averaging, leaving the token trading precariously between the 14 and 16 cent mark. So for an average person who mined on their phone for years hoping for an overnight fortune, this will no doubt look like an absolute nightmare. No jokes. Honestly, it could feel like a defeat. But if you want to succeed in the crypto space, you have to stop thinking like a retail emotional trader with emotions tossed to the corners. Start analyzing the market like an institutional giant. Yes, seeing the price dip is uncomfortable. And yes, the upcoming migration of roughly 174 million previously withheld Pi tokens scheduled for the end of May is also creating an undeniable cloud of anxiety. If that supply hits the market unfiltered, the current 15-cent support structure could easily give way, potentially opening the door for a deeper correction down toward the 12-cent region. But thankfully, not all migrated Pi coins ever hit the exchange, thanks to the token lock mechanism of the network. But let us pause and look at the hidden mechanics of this exact scenario. Historically, in every major Layer 1 blockchain, from Ethereum to Solana, massive token unlocks and structural price dumps have served as the ultimate wealth transfer mechanisms. When early users who lack long-term vision panic dump their supply into the market, they create an artificially depressed price zone. Ironically, for the forward-thinking investor, this exact window of blood in the streets represents a rare, golden opportunity. This is the precise territory where future Pi whales are born. If you understand the long-term utility being built, a temporary price drop is not a sign of failure. It is a massive discount. By strategically positioning yourself, accumulating slowly, and holding through the storm, even a minor standard market recovery in the future can easily translate into exponential, life-changing profits. The crowd sells the bottom because of fear. The whales buy the bottom because they understand the math. This is genius. Don't you think so? Well, if you're enjoying this deep, realistic analysis and want to make sure you never miss a critical Web3 update, take a second right now to smash the like button, subscribe to Crypto Talk, and hit that notification bell. Your support ensures we can keep delivering the unfiltered, data-backed truth directly to you. Now guys, to fully understand why this long-term confidence is highly justified, we have to look closely at the technical architecture. The primary reason for the recent market hesitation was a series of intense back-end node upgrades. The ecosystem was racing toward a strict deadline for the highly anticipated Protocol 23 upgrade. The core team had previously mandated that all Mainnet node operators upgrade their software versions or risk complete disconnection. Unlike standard proof-of-work models like Bitcoin, Pi utilizes the complex Stellar consensus protocol, meaning its security depends entirely on trusted groups of everyday validator nodes running in sync. Consider this. When the migration window arrived, node operators experienced unexpected friction, causing rumors to fly that the entire core protocol upgrade had been canceled. But a closer look into the network's active development pipeline completely debunks this fear. Screenshots and on-chain logs from testnet 1 conclusively prove that the network is already actively and permanently running version 26 of the protocol. What the core team is actually doing is an incredibly sophisticated engineering feat. They are packaging versions 24, 25, and 26 into a single, massive, unified protocol upgrade, transitioning the underlying infrastructure to advanced enterprise systems like Ubuntu 24 and Postgres 16. So the question is, why does this matter so much to you as a holder? Answer: because Protocol 23 is the explicit engine required to unlock full programmable smart contracts and native decentralized exchanges directly on the Pi mainnet. Without this upgrade, Pi is just a simple payment currency. With this upgrade, it transforms into an automated, decentralized financial powerhouse capable of hosting lending applications, liquidity pools, and multi-asset trading. The core team isn't delaying out of weakness. They are meticulously moving a network of over 60 million global users onto a brand new engine without disrupting the ledger. It is slow, painstaking work, but it is the exact foundation required for institutional recognition.
So as it is, while the developers handle the back end, the core team just dropped their ultimate strategic weapon at Consensus in Miami, the launch of the Pi App Studio. If you recalled, in the early months after Open Network, the single greatest critique of Pi Network was the lack of real-world utility for the token. The App Studio completely flips that narrative by integrating generative artificial intelligence tools like OpenAI Codex and Claude Code directly into the ecosystem. This allows non-technical creators to build fully functional decentralized applications simply by typing instructions in plain English. Think about the sheer genius of this distribution loop. In the broader crypto space, developers build amazing apps but fail because they have zero users. Pi Network has the exact opposite reality. They have 60 million eager, verified users but not enough apps. By using AI to lower the barrier to entry, the App Studio is set to trigger an unprecedented explosion of unique apps, tools, and games inside the Pi browser. When those millions of tokens unlock later this month, they aren't going to be dumped into an empty vacuum. They're going to be funneled into a massive, thriving ecosystem of AI utilities that require Pi tokens to operate. The selling pressure will be met by a massive wall of organic, real-world utility demand. So friends, my candid opinion, though not a financial expert advice, is do not let short-term chart fluctuations blind you to the monumental infrastructure being constructed right before our eyes. Building a truly decentralized global digital economy takes time, grit, and unwavering strategic patience. The crowd will always chase the quick hype, but true wealth belongs to those who can look at a temporary setback and recognize the blueprint of a future giant. Stay grounded, keep your eyes on the macro metrics, and remember that the greatest fortunes in crypto are always forged in the quiet moments of accumulation. If you are still with us until this point, you are the real pioneer. Keep your fingers crossed. Don't forget to like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.